Hello dear pupils again. As a follow-up to our online distance learning, we have a new lesson for you today presented by me and my colleague Mr. Bakhtawi Abdurrahman.
The work is always supervised by our dear Inspector of English, Mr. Mohammed Amin Slimani, Oran Province. The lesson is addressed to first year literary stream under the theme of press and communication.
We're still dealing with Unit 2, our finding show, now with Stop and Consider.
Let's follow the lesson together.
Okay. Oh, as you see here, do you remember what's that, Abdurrahman?
I really do remember this is an interview.
Yeah,
We
great.
have dealt with it in the previous classes.
Yeah, we dealt with this in the previous lesson. An interview with an informant in the street. The reporter, of course, asked him questions and he answered. Now, can you remember the first question the interviewer or the reporter asked?
I don't know, we ask our learners if they
Yes, do you remember?
Let's see if they do. So,
Do you have a mobile phone?
Yes, I do. Definitely.
Okay, what do you use it for?
I use it as a substitute to a computer to do my homework. And we said in the previous class, substitute
Replace
the
it.
job. So I use it as a replacement for my computer to do my homework.
Again, now, Abdurrahman, you go to school, you meet your friend, and of course you're happy you had an interview with a journalist. You go to tell them.
Of course.
Okay, so what are you going to tell them?
First I'm going to show off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I met a journalist.
You see?
I'm going to tell them, can you be my friend?
Yeah, of course.
Let's go.
Okay, tell me.
So,
Tell me.
I met a journalist and she asked me different questions.
Really?
Yeah.
What did she ask you?
She asked me first if I had a mobile phone.
And what did you answer her?
Of course I said I had one.
Okay.
And then she asked me, what do you use the computer for? Or the mobile phone?
What do you use the computer for?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mixed it. So then she asked me what I used the phone for.
Okay, what you used the phone for, so it pass here. So what was your answer?
I used my mobile phone as a substitute to the computer.
Oh, great. As you see here, Abdurrahman or the informant is repeating, okay, is telling his friends about what the journalist asked him before. Now he is telling the same word, using the same word, but in a different way. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, as you see, Abdurrahman was excited and he told his friend about the interview he had with the journalist. So when he went and he talked to them, he repeated all what he said.
Sure.
Now, what have you used?
She asked me if I had a smartphone. Then she asked me what I used it for.
Look, please. What do you notice? Is the question familiar? Are you familiar with this kind of question? Is it a question?
It's not the same as what the journalist said. Talking
Okay.
about the form.
What do you notice? The form of the question, please.
The journalist said,
What
do you have a smartphone?
What do you notice here? So.
There is a change in here.
Yeah. What kind of change? Please tell me the changes.
It is the question, but there is nothing that shows that it is a question like the question
So we
mark.
don't have a question mark. What else?
We don't have the inverted commas.
So these are punctuation. They are not mentioned.
And from do you have, I had, tense,
Okay, the tense. So the verb is in the
past.
past. Great. How about do you have?
Uh-huh.
If I have. What do you think about the question order here?
The
order.
word order changed.
The word
Its
order
position.
changed. Great. When I ask a question, do I if you have? No, I say do you have? So the word
Order changed.
and the word if here is new.
It's new to
In
the
a
sentence.
question.
Sure.
Let's recapitulate together.
So,
Punctuation.
no punctuation, no inverted commas,
Yes.
no column, no question mark,
Great.
and the word order changed.
Okay.
And the word if as a question word, which is new to the sentence.
Okay. Of course. Do you disappear? The word to or the auxiliary to.
So no auxiliary do or does after the WH question,
yes.
Which is in here.
And the verb is?
In the past tense.
Okay.
So from the present to the past.
These are changes. We are going to understand what
Why?
we have done to the sentences we have. Let's move to the second slide, please. So here, remember, she asked. What is it?
It's the what we call the introductory verb.
Yeah, it's the verb I use to report or to repeat what someone said.
It's in the past tense.
Yeah, so
Is it something that we need?
it's in the past, yes. Please. It's in the past tense. That's why we're going to see this point later on.
Sure.
Okay, look at Sarah.
Sarah said, I'm so busy now.
She is.
She's so busy with studies and she's thinking about something.
Repeat, Sarah.
Sarah said, I'm so busy now.
So this is
What she said.
okay. This is
The direct
it is her.
speech.
So it is
It's the speech.
yes. It's a
Quotation.
it is a
Speech.
It is how is the speech? It is a direct
Direct speech. Alright.
Now read the second bubble, please.
She said that she was so busy.
Now she said that she was so busy. What's this?
It's the same as this one, but it's in an indirect way.
We say indirect speech, or we say reported
speech.
Then we say reported speech. First, it was
Direct
a
speech.
quotation that contains her speech. But when we repeated it, now it is not indirect. It is in fact indirect, but in English we say reported speech.
It's like what happened. I had an interview with the journalist,
Exactly.
and then I reported to my friend.
And many changes had happened. What are the changes here? Can you notice the changes?
There is the pronoun I.
Okay, great. Then
It becomes she.
we have it here in the slide.
And am, which is the verb to be in the present.
To be in the present, it became.
Was to be in the past.
So let me see this one. Okay, the pronoun changed. I became
She.
and
The tense of the verb becomes
was.
right.
It means the present becomes.
The past.
Okay, let's move on, please. Now we are going to see how to change from direct to reported speech. From direct to indirect or reported speech.
Before this, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Do you mean that we have the changes from the direct into the indirect when the reporting verb is in the past?
Of course, pay attention. The reporting verb must be in the present tense.
And what about
the
if
past
it's in
tense,
the present? Sorry.
We are going to see this later on
Alright.
an upcoming slide.
Sure.
So, what do we change? Here is the sentence. Read it, please, Abdurrahman.
Sure. The journalist said, I am ready to work here today. I am ready to work here today.
So repeat now as if the journalist is not here.
So the journalist said that he was ready to work here
Today.
or there
I'm going to
today. Okay.
Let's see together what kind of changes. So the journalist said, or Abdurrahman said, that he was ready to work there that day. Wow! You see how many changes?
A lot of changes.
Okay, it changes. What can you tell me about the changes?
So we have the pronoun I became he.
So, starting from the first, the journalist
Said
then.
that.
Oh, we mentioned that. So
That.
it is optional. You can
Use it or we can omit
omit
it.
it.
So can I say the journalist said he was ready?
Exactly, yes, it's correct.
Great.
Whether you mention that or not, it's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Then I became.
He became
What is this?
was.
What is this? Let's see, please. Okay, the pronoun changed, as we see with Sarah. Continue. I am became.
Was.
Yeah, so
Present past.
and this change is called the Backshift Rule. Okay, this change in tense is a rule. It's called the Backshift Rule. It is, please, yeah. When you have You know this, Abdurrahman.
Yeah, I remember when the reported verb is in the past.
Okay, great. Then what do we have here? There.
There.
It's an
Adverb of place.
adverb changed, of course. Then
Today becomes that day.
it's an adverb of time.
Time.
Step by step, please take it easy. There are steps here. We have to follow them. We need to respect them
Sure.
to have a correct reported statement.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Repeat, please.
Sure. The journalist said that he was ready to work there that day. So we have our reporting verb is in the past, which
Great.
is said.
Then
We have that. We said it's optional.
we can
We can use it or we can remove it.
Great.
The pronoun changes.
Excellent.
Uh-huh.
Follow with him.
And the verb from the present to the past. And you said it's called the backshifting.
The backshift, yes, from
Uh-huh.
the present to the past. Backshift to the past, yes.
As if I'm standing and then I go backward.
Exactly, yes,
All
because we are telling you something that happened earlier.
Okay. We have the adverb of time, of place first here, there.
Yeah, because we're not at that place anymore. We changed.
Alright. And then we have today, the other day, which
Because
is
we
the
are
adverb of
not
time.
on the supposed day. If it was Monday, we're not on Monday. Okay?
Okay. It's not really difficult, but if we follow step by step, we're going to get it in mind.
Do you want to see the changes in details?
I would love to.
Follow with me. First, changes in.
Pronouns.
Okay, Sarah, she. Okay.
Uh-huh.
First, you have to understand who is
Speaking.
and to.
Report him.
Okay, and this person is talking to him.
To whom?
Okay, so
Okay.
what do we have here? Amira
Amira said.
says.
Mhm.
Okay, stop. Amira said.
Amira said, "My sister lives abroad. She will visit me next month."
Okay, Abdurrahman, take your time, please, and tell
Sure.
and report what did Amira say.
Alright, I'll try. Amira said, first the reporting verb, it's in the past.
Okay.
So we are going to make changes.
Make changes.
Uh-huh. We have that, optional.
Yes.
I can use it or omit it.
Omit it.
So Amira said that my sister, it's not my sister, it's her sister.
So Amira.
Her sister.
Amira is a she. She's
Uh-huh.
a girl.
Okay.
So when we use the possessive pronoun,
Mhm.
so you use
Her.
her sister. Excellent. Yes.
Okay. So Amira said
Give me the slide.
that her sister
Yes.
lived abroad,
Yeah.
lived,
Oh.
present,
yeah.
past.
Yeah, you respected it. Great.
She would visit me, not me. I'll try again.
Me again refers to
To Amira.
Amira is not here. Amira is
Uh-huh.
she.
Okay.
What's the object now pronoun is
I don't know.
her.
Really?
Yeah, the same. Possessive pronoun for the pronoun she is the
I
same
got
as
it.
the object pronoun.
I got it.
Got it.
It's
Great.
confusing.
Okay. So
So,
let's repeat.
Mhm.
We make the changes of the pronouns, subject pronouns or the personal pronouns, or possessive pronouns or object pronouns according to the situation. In a logic way, you have to understand who is speaking and to whom is he speaking. Read the sentence again, please.
Sure. So Amira said that her sister lived abroad. She would visit her the following month or the month after.
Yeah, here we are going to see the changes of type expression later on another slide. Let's move, please.
Sure.
Look, now,
Uh-huh.
give me slide, please. We are going to deal with
Changes in tenses.
okay, read the example.
Sure. Lisa said, "I am hungry."
Then it is in.
The present simple.
When we reported it, it became.
The past simple. Lisa said that she was hungry.
So what do we do again?
We go back in tense.
And it is the Backshift Rule.
Great.
When we change direct speech to reported speech, we go back a tense. This is called the backshifting. So, give me the hand, please.
Direct speech, present simple, past simple.
Okay, excellent. Move on, please. Again, repeat Abdurrahman what I was saying.
Sure, you were saying that we have what we call the backshifting,
Okay.
which is If the reporting verb is in the past, I repeat, the reporting verb is in the past, we make the changes.
Okay.
If it's in the present, the verb, we go back to the past.
Okay.
Great.
So.
Present simple, past simple.
Okay. Example.
The teacher said, the students are tired.
I'm tired, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, repeat.
The teacher said that the students were tired.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Sally told me it's an interesting TV show. Sally told me that it was an interesting TV show.
Okay, so this is it. And
be careful.
Be careful, please.
If the introductory verb is in the present tense, like says, tells, asks, there is no change in the tense of the verbs.
No backshift. Okay? Example. The doctor says life is full of surprises. Abdurrahman, report it, please.
The doctor says that life is full of surprises.
Exactly.
As easy as that.
And you notice is. The present tense stayed the present tense because I have
the introductory verb in the present.
Excellent. Let's move on to other kind of changes. Changes in
modals.
Modals. Okay, for the direct speech or for the direct quotation we have will. For the indirect, what do we have?
Would.
Would. This is an example. Maya, I will go to Paris next week. Report it, please.
Maya said that she would go to Paris the month after.
Okay.
All right. So, great.
Great. Excellent. Then, can becomes
could.
Could. He said, I can type this letter. I can now. But when I report it, I'm going to change, of course. Can becomes could. Say it, please.
So he said that he could type that letter.
Excellent. Good time. Let's move on, please. We have another model, which is must becomes
had to.
Yeah, it's obligation in the past. Sarah said, I must go now. Sarah said
that she had to go that moment.
You see, she had to go. There is no past form, remember, we've seen this lesson before in Unit 1. There is no past form of must.
Okay.
But expressing obligation in the past, we use
had to.
Excellent. Right. Another may.
Okay. It becomes might.
Might. Here is an example. The reporter declared, we may start the show tomorrow. Can you report it, please?
The reporter declared that they might start the show the day after.
Excellent! Excellent. The reporter may becomes might.
Great.
And the reporter was talking about his team. That's why we changed we to they. We have to understand the situation. Right. Now, he's been saying now at that moment, tomorrow, the following day. These are type expressions. There is a rule. Please click on pause, follow the rule, try to memorize it. Abdurrahman, learn it by heart.
Sure, I will.
So, now becomes
at that moment or then.
Both are correct.
Great. Ago becomes before.
2 days ago.
2 days before.
Excellent. Move on.
Today becomes that day.
Today becomes that day. Continue.
Tomorrow, the following day or the day after.
Excellent. Yesterday?
Yesterday, the previous day or the day before.
Let me stop you here. Abdurrahman, today
we are, let's see, it's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday, now we're speaking. But 5 days after, you will report my word, my speech. What are you going to say? Today, or you say
that day?
Okay, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow will be?
Tomorrow will be Thursday.
But in 5 days, it won't be?
It won't be tomorrow.
It won't be Thursday.
It will be the day.
It will be the day?
After.
Okay, how about yesterday?
Yesterday was Tuesday.
Tuesday. And in 5 days, yesterday won't be
last day. It won't be yesterday. It will be the last day.
Before.
It's a little bit complicated.
No, it's just a trick. You just put here, put the word, or the type expression today, and you changes in the backshift, okay?
Alright.
Now, last week
or last month, we have the previous week or the previous month or
year,
the month or week before.
year,
Last year,
season,
the week,
and so
the
on.
year, and so on.
Everything that last becomes
Becomes the previous.
How about everything that next?
Next, it means after.
After.
Next week, the week after.
Click on pause, please, Abdurrahman. Screenshot it in your heart. Okay, we're done. Let's move on, please.
Sure.
Now, as we've seen, we have changes concerning time expressions. Now we are going to see changes in place expressions and in demonstratives.
Sure.
Okay, when we talk about place,
Mm-hmm.
what do we say?
Here.
Here it becomes
There.
okay, it's a rule.
In mind.
Okay, when we say these becomes
Those.
that.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
These.
And these for the plural
Those.
becomes those.
So
Right.
this, that, these, those.
You will get used to them when you will do practice.
Sure.
When you will be practicing it in your everyday English. Let's move on, please. Now we are going to report questions.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we reported statements, now we are reporting questions. Okay, reporting verbs we use
Ask, want to know.
because you cannot say he said, do you speak English?
Uh-huh.
He,
Asked.
so the reporting verb here,
To ask.
and sometimes we use want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know. He wants to know. They wanted to know. Pay attention. If
The reporting verb is in the past.
past, we change
change
the
everything.
tense of the verb between inverted commas.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Generally, ask
Mm-hmm. Ask with something. Ask me, ask
is
him
followed by what?
by a
An
pronoun
indirect.
or an indirect object.
Okay. Now we are going to start questions with yes/no question. Follow me, please. For the yes/no question, we use the reporting verb and if. You
Uh-huh.
remember if?
Yeah, I remember. Like the journalist was told me.
Okay.
The journalist asked me if I had a mobile phone.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or whether.
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 Is it the same?
It decided.
Okay.
Plus your subject plus the verb. Here the word order is just the same as statements.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no question we have are, you, is he, do you, does he, can you, can them. These are all replaced by what?
If, whether.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Continue. Ask plus the indirect objects. The auxiliary to do also disappear. We don't need it when we report. Okay? We don't need it when we report.
Again, as the example I had,
Yeah,
the journalist said, "Do you have a smartphone?"
You said if. He
If
asked you if you.
I had a smartphone.
So these are the examples. Please read them.
Sure. Are you the new candidate? He asked.
Yeah.
He asked if I was the new candidate.
Excellent. Second one.
Do you study biology? She asked.
Okay.
She wanted to know if I studied biology.
Okay. So pay attention. Now question.
Mark in the reported questions.
Yes,
This means this one and this one.
This one. Yes.
All right.
Move on, please. Now we're going to deal with WH. For the WH question, what do we have generally in a direct question or in a direct quotation? We have the WH
Word.
and word. Then we have the auxiliary do or does. Then the subject and the verb. Now we have the reporting verb, of course, plus the question word, plus the subject and the verb.
Mhm.
Can you read the example, please?
Sure. Where do you work? He asked me.
Yes.
He asked me where I worked.
Excellent. As you notice here, there is no do.
Uh-huh.
And there is no
There is no question mark.
excellent. Okay. Second example.
How do you go to school? Or how do you get to school? She wanted to know how I got to school.
So she wanted to know, or he asked. They are the same reporting verbs. Then directly the indirect objects. Okay. Then you have your WH word. Then you have
The subject.
the subject. Then you have the verb in there.
Past.
Okay. Excellent. Full stop. No.
No
Question
no
mark.
question mark, of course.
This is it.
So here, no question mark in the reported
And you
question.
note that.
The auxiliary to do disappears in the reported question.
Okay. Recompose, please. Try to read it again and again. It's simple. That's it. So thank you very much for following and watching this lesson.
Thank you.
What did the teacher say?
What did the teacher said? He said, or he thanked us for watching.
The teacher said, thank you, or we summarize it. That's what we are going to see in our
Next
in the following
lesson.
lesson. Take care. Thank you very much for watching.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
شكرا على المشاهدة. لا تنسوا الاشتراك في القناة، الضغط على الجرس، الإعجاب بالفيديو.